It's that quiet weapon, rap verse writ for silent wars. It's going down now, that's why we calling on all wars. We got stripes, we join the Empire Strike like Star Wars. We doing life echoes eternally. We script words, truth that germinate internally. Unfold so they learn and see how they lower self straight squirming. Be as long as the game stay full of vermin, this holy zilla burning me. Permanent amnesia, gaming straight up certain procedures. This record's like a battle cry. Future generations need to derive an extra leader. Ban chauvinism, criminalizes kingpin visions and glamorizing prison. Slam the door on the hole. It's not where we headed to, you don't want to know. If I had to challenge status quo with Dodo, I'd still be ready to go though. More Jedi than Han Solo. Plans format faster than photos. These labels red-handed trying to turn the page. Trigger future weapons like chemical, create people to craze. Diabolic plague, psychosis spread like the plague. Rock them like the class action, rapid dragging through the haze. This is psychological war. No breaks, no rules, high stakes, conglomerate. Corporations trying to brainwash us with self-hatred. They sabotage another generation. It's time to raise up the Moorish nation. Calling on board. Calling on board. MCs, battle stations.
I ain't a field nigga, though I walk through the field of the shadow of death. I give praise to the holy breath, like skin, like a house nigga. But yo, the mole kept your master's books. Yeah, I know that gets me sideways looks. From Islamic kingdoms we were took. That's the hook. Why I don't jump no brooms? Why I ain't no coon? Why I can't play the buffoon? Garbed in a sash, turban and pantaloon. The tune is a rallying cry to our platoon across grand body lines, cause that's the time. The ether is sublime, but the more gauged it like subprime. It's divine and national. Some soldiers are irrational. This is the art of war. You got the art of war behind a computer screen, but my pedigree can't see that you green. So get the hell out the way and let the real warriors play.
Little skills news off the street fights. The baseball Furies dropped the ball, made an error. Our friends are on second base and trying to make it all the way home.
Muslims marching to the city of love. Simply moving to the city of love.
Get it straight. This is that zombie repellent right here. Do it like this. I never claimed to be fathered by European bank ballers. They just put him in his space. I'm a star partner. Allah put the beeline before you, told you don't detour. Like demolition derby, yeah, the destroyer. Like King James, you're not the same, we varsity. The game fit me like a destroyer. Your time's borrowed. I see your sorrow so crystal clear. You didn't plan for tomorrow, trying to claim power. Be a clouds of powder, but your souls have devoured. You moving no miles per hour. Coward, down here you might advance while we wait. It's all well. The law's will, we in good hands like all state. Meet Jamaica. Degrees keep you scorching like Jamaica. Long Veda's a relation. Translation of temptations is long triangulated, ya. Congratulations. Yes. My God. My God. My God. Yes. My God. My God. Yes.
It's a song of thanksgiving and praise sung by the masses. Not confined to Muslims, Jews, or Catholics. I think about my God, Allah. I feel moved, feel like doing spiritual backflips. Round off semi-God-given gymnastics. The talents I'm blessed with, believe I owe it all to the cause. All because he made me in his image. Thanking him for allowing me to bear witness to his greatness. Allah's the greatest, Allahu Akbar, Ali praises. Circumstances demand for me not to be deluded by illusions of that fantasy. Friends, foes, and families. All that calamity for self-love's misery. Allah enjoys, I enjoy the surrender.
Yes. My God. My God. My God. Yes. Yes. My God. My God. Yes.
Hey, right, want the spotlight? I tell them read about old Democles, crazy, right? Be careful what you wish for, you might get it. And if it comes from the higher self, my God did it. That's Allah. Some call him Zeus, but whatever his name is, he's the Rufus Roots. The cause is cause. My God told us that the time was out, but you still talking about your Audemars. I ain't mad at y'all, I'm trying to educate. You show the public love, in return they show you hate. Creative fate works for my God, but I applaud his actions, at least he got a job. The unemployment rate is so high, my God, the merciful, my God, the merciful.
Yes. My God. My God. My God. Yes. Yes. My God.
Yeah.
My God.
I'm on the right hand.
Yes.
Yeah. Hail Mary, Father of Grace. That's a set, that's a song, just minus the pale face. Now I'm on it in case of vitiligo. Your whole history up in that Clorox bottle. The pill powers and our lead just follow. Zombie wanna eat you, but do out the gobble. Poor Jesus, you know the dogs like ribs. The drink his blood and eat his body. Cannibalism problem. You say it's communion, but it is what it is. Mass savagery, but they mask it to be godly. Pippin' in Ferraris, chasing that mirage like your dog in his tail to smoke mystery. God, mama on the knees, praying please Lord Jesus. Daddy slain, but the pain mostly felt in the feet. Preacher gave me that King James whooping. Genesis 9:24, read the book, man. Killed you with the imagery. Pink babies with wings, it's like a couple shots of Hennessy. But Frank Kruger before the fire consumed them. Greet you with a smile, then the rapper soon come. Welcome to Babylon, USA. Like the leaves in autumn. London Bridges, World Trade. Take it back to Roof of Boaz. Lenny Smith, Joseph Johnson used to be known as. I'm denying from barrels to picking cotton. No niggas we more in the mirror, you not.
Yes. My God. My God. My God. Yes. My God.
I'm quite aware of what I'm asking of you. And I don't think it's a crime asking you to be more me.
I found a long man, yeah, that's the higher self. If you don't get the gift of love, you deny yourself. That more white swag, fences and turbans, through the Moorish flag, the lion and every words of a duck from the swerve, it's word of the law serving. Repent from your simple ways, you are leaving. You say you free for seeing your babies at day school. Switch up the roots, eat they fool, you they fool. Hit doggy when you're grown with the collar on. You still ain't even if you get your wild on. This movement right here ain't for the passive. You shook, sweating, brow, dripping molasses. Reactive, at will we speed up the molecule, but slow down. law, for proper Drew, we honor you. The quarter song, we'll on me and rendezvous. Muhammad and Rasulullah, Rahman Rahim, Bismillah Rahman.
The reconciliation of the one in the many, his manifestations are plenty, yet he has no partners, unlike the created, into whom was Jesus first reincarnated. MCs get cremated, spitting at blasphemy. I tend to agree with Ibn Arabi and Al-Ghazali. 99 names, attributes infinite in number, nor sleep nor slumber. Overtake heed, not bound by the petty emotions of frail and weak humanity. Such insanity, there can't be two absolutes, but that would change the definition of the word. The word is bond, the fix is solved, in his mind revolves countless universes. That's why we call him Father. He's farther, yet closer than your jugular vein. Al-Malik, the king will always reign.
All right. All right.
Yeah. To the one who is supreme, most wise, beneficent, executive of everything, seen and unseen. And to him alone belong worship, adoration, and praise for the rest of my days. Wonderful he is in all ways. His knowledge transcendent patterns that good thoughts relate. Stretched out the heavens with his hand, fingers brought horses for the stars. Build worlds with his words, strike planets with his arm. Majestic, omnipotent, over the void. Don't tempt his anger or you'll be destroyed. He institutes the laws, the government of all beings, and his will's built in the nature of each one of these things. His providence is always forever. His works rule with infinite wisdom. We stay in search of the purpose. There's but one Allah, the governor of the world, the author, creator, almighty, eternal, incomprehensible, the father of the five principles. This is Moorish science. What we deal with, vibration. Beyond mere quantum physics. Everything emanates. And everything is a manifest thought. Your thoughts create a field, a vibe. And remember, man is God's masterpiece. I snapped back awake, jumped up off the floor, lateral and vertical, in the middle of a war. Grab the Gallagher, reactivated, ready for more. I heard a voice say, pick them up, this one is more. Take them up out of the water, put them down on the shore. Like the end of a bad game, I heard the words of a prophet. Gave me a new set of weapons to battle my own logic. For the knockout, the shot back out of pocket, I gotta go hard. I've been too far, been a long time coming. The tip was like gold bars. I'm ass, I can't hold it back. I'm flashing my car. Rage pride got me fired up and zest and zeal. Scream truth through a bullhorn, still angry for real. I had to pace myself, not brace myself. If I had step, I won't get the full effect. At that point, I decide to adjust my stride. I gotta stop rushing and enjoy the ride. We international, uncut truth had me acting like Maximus, screaming hold the line while I round the troops up. I wasn't tight cause they ain't react fast enough. I played the fool, tried to put pants on the bucket man. He get up, kick them slaps off when I had him subdued. Don't be too selfless with this knowledge itself. It's not selfish to be the message itself. You learn much more effective cause health is wealth. What's the true mentality? What's your nationality? Can I peep your ID? Feeling strictly with reality. I started working on my own thought patterns. matters. If it's a war of the worlds and it's mind over matter, and I might quote the macro, my mind over Saturn. I'ma make you sit down. That's how two Moors get down. Call the graves ill lesson number 101. She told the Moors just be Moors. The work is done. Stop watching the throne, conquer your dome. Love is to kill Moors. The battles at home. These tools are tools. The lessons like weapons. The real war is your own. I got my mission. I heard the call. I know my origin. I studied my fall. My character, my flag of the big.
It's easy to point out the differences that we have, but it's about love and it's about unity. We must move away from ritualism, formalism, and custom.
One God, one aim, one destiny.
Go, give me a minute.
We breathe down walls is unity. One destiny, one destiny. One God, one aim, one destiny. The stars to the planet, the color to the flag, the lion to the lamb, the mother to the child. The winners, the losers, the clock, the calendar, the dial. Victory is assured, but the time is now.
True care to hold back the flames of your soul. Headed for Rome, shoot through it like a harpoon. Serving justice, you should double take cover. Go the age of the Moors, yeah, that's me, all the cover. Fresh out the water, get my gizmo on. United front, looks and bitches, no porn. I know you used to Luther, but check out my love song. Either we making babies or getting our slug on. Me and more bodies gonna enjoy that butter love. People different grand bodies, learn everything but a love. For the love, if you love it, and if you love. Let the incense rise, and pour down the sun. The bonds of affection make us one in his abode. The clasp of the palms sound like clouds when they explode. We marching with the soldiers on ironclad roads. The light in the rival man must be what he knows.
One God, one aim, one destiny. We breathe down walls is unity. One destiny, one destiny.
One God, one aim, one destiny.
The stars to the planet, the color to the flag, the lion to the lamb, the mother to the child. The winners, the losers, the clock, the calendar, the dial. Victory is assured, but the time is now. It's a letter to the grand streets, a message to the few. Made a will of the law, got the actions that you do. This is the job of the bomb tech. Careful what you do. Next, no value for the human soul, made a force be with you. As you enter the grand text with symbols of Rex, splinters of the MSTFA, but still perfect. Gotta put this back together, but with no corrects, no adjustments, and we got no time left. Love ain't manifest. All light is a feather in your chest. New skins for infiltrators and forever no rest. This line is for the members. It's past time to surrender. There's no time to waste. Get your boots tied more. Get your minds to remember. Set your soul on fire. It's a double-edged sword. Each one, reach one, teach one the more. Flame on, holy seal. This victory is sure. Put your hands on. We working towards excellent rewards. Earn yours. Finally, a message to the man in the mirror. Purity's a must. I can't put it any clearer. You lose your bloody splendor, then get caught up in fears. 3 steps. Be sincere. Don't get left down here. Beat lust. Don't stare. You're near. Feel it in the air. Beat the clock like a stopwatch. This is the year. Stop watching and fight for the throne. We're almost there. One God, one aim, one destiny. We breathe down walls is unity. One destiny, one destiny. One God, one aim, one destiny. The stars to the planet, the color to the cloud, the lion to the lamb, the mother to the child. The winners, the losers, the clock, the calendar, the dial. Victory is assured, but the time is now.
Sound like the theme music when it's wartime. And I must confess, I got a war mind. I'm fighting hatred, slander, lewdness. I'm fighting disrespect, I'm fighting rudeness. I'm fighting murders, I'm fighting thefts. I'm fighting shit I go right when they go left. Am I a rebel, internal devil? David salute Goliath, I need those pebbles. Give me that slingshot, give me one shot. 95 fourth quarter, I feel like Mike. This is unity of life. You read chapter 3.
Wars on the moon. One God, one aim, one destiny.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. I'll make sure it's right.
One destiny, one destiny. One God, one aim, one destiny. The stars to the planet, the color to the cloud, the lion to the lamb, the mother to the child. The winners, the losers, the clock, the calendar, the dial.
Peace and love, family. Peace and love. Peace and love, family. First and foremost, I rise, giving praise to the great God of the universe, Allah. I give honor to his noble, illustrious prophet, Prophet Noble Drew Ali.
I give honor to all those who give honor to our people. Because when you honor our people, when you honor man, you definitely honor God. Because when you look into the eyes of man, you actually see God. Now y'all go figure that one out. I'm trying to get this screen straight real quick because we're gonna have a real dialogue in a second. We're gonna have a dialogue in a second due to the fact that we have what we have going on right now in the conscious community. Is anybody aware what exactly is going on in the conscious community? Then I'm gonna break it down. Okay, first of all, let's break down what the conscious community is. Before we do that, let me bring. I got a good friend of mine in the chat. I invited quite a few people to come in the chat to have this conversation, but you know, some people may not want to touch on this conversation right now because the climate of the conscious community, but we're going to touch on it anyway. I'm going to touch on it because my name has been thrown in the middle of certain things. So I'm going to touch on it. But with that, I got my brother in here from Houston. My brother, I'm going to let him tell you who he is, where he's from, what he do, and what he represent. Brother, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
It's peace and love, family. Let
It's
the family
love.
know who you are and what you doing here and what do you represent, brother, and where you from?
It's love, man. Shalom. I give all praise to the Most High God, Yahweh. And I want to just say this shit. This your boy D-Red, the blue collar scholar from H-Town. I'm just glad to be on the show, man. That's it.
All right, that's enough. So D-Red, let me ask you real quick before I go in and I set the stage for what we're talking about. And I want people to call in too, because we're going to discuss this as a family. We're going to address this issue because it's the elephant in the room. It's been in the room for a long time. I'm surprised the walls ain't fall down of the whole house. But what do you define as the conscious community, brother, from your perspective? What is the conscious community?
Conscious community to me, man, is about activism. Consciousness is what you do. Consciousness is not what you say. Consciousness is not how many books you read. Consciousness is a lot about being able to regurgitate E.A. Wallace Budge or being able to regurgitate Champollion or Thomas Young or any of those people. That's not consciousness. Consciousness is, are you putting your boots on the ground, making something happen in your community, providing services for your community, providing a daycare, shoot, food, clothing, shelter, anything, mentor program, little league, baseball, I don't care what it is, but it's doing something in the community that's viable, that's needed, and provides some kind of service for the people. So that would be what I would consider a conscious community. Anything other outside of that is just a bunch of informationary Negroes. It's not revolutionary, it's informationary.
Informationaries. I like that. Well, let me tell you what happened this week, fam. Let's get right to it. What happened this week is, again, as always, I want to let everybody know off the break. Y'all have to know this. If you have ever seen, I'm gonna try not yell. I'm try that. If you have ever seen your brother Tahaka Bay get worked up and come at somebody, you can bet your breath that you're breathing that I was addressed, attacked first. You can bet your bottom dollar. I will never, ever come at anybody as the aggressor first. I will never do that. So mind you, if you see me in front of a camera and I'm hooping and hollering and I'm going all wild and I'm saying, yeah, you can trust and believe that somebody came at me first. Trust and believe that. Only one exception. If I think that a person is infiltrating or is a detriment to the movement as it relates to waking up our people. Listen to what I'm saying. As it relates to waking up our people, whether it be through more science, whether it be to the quote unquote black consciousness, whether it be through the Hebrew brothers, whether it be through some sort of spirituality, whatever it is, when that becomes compromised, or I think it may be compromised, I may speak out. So here we go. This past week, brother uploaded a video, and it didn't say much about me. It didn't say much about me, but the video had content that would infer that I have something to do with something I really don't have nothing to do. Let me break it down to you. As you know, I'm for unity at all costs. I'm for unity. I don't have to agree with Brother Polite to understand that he's my brother. I don't have to agree with Sinetta to understand that he's my brother. I don't have to agree with Brother D. Red to understand that he's my brother. I don't have to agree with no Asiatic. But I do know that that's my brother and that's my sister. I don't have to agree. So I don't agree with a lot of different people. But I do agree that we are brothers and sisters and we are in this fight together. Bottom line is, so I'm on the phone with Sinetta one day, and we talking about a person that we feel as though has infiltrated the conscious community. Matter of fact, I call him on the strength. I say, man, listen, while we doing all this arguing back and forth, man, we got people coming into the conscious community. I say, listen, I don't agree with most of what you say. And when you was talking about the Moors, if he look, he'll tell you it's the truth. When you was talking about the Moors, yeah, I wanted to get at you. But I say, but while we're getting at each other, we have people coming into the conscious community. While we beefing, while you beefing with in the black media, while you beefing with Zion Lex, while you beefing with me, and whomever you beefing with, we have people coming in the conscious community. It's happening. So I asked him, and I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to put it out there. I asked him, I said, brother, have you ever seen this guy by the name of Basim? So Basim, you want to know? I'm about to give it to you. Since you want to know, I say, have you ever seen this guy by the name of Basim? He tells me no. I went around and talked to multiple other people and asked them, have they seen this guy by the name of Basim from global media? Nobody had seen this guy. Nobody seen this guy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody seen this guy Basim. Absolutely. Beefing over egos. But it's a little deeper than that. It's a little deeper than that. Honesty always the policy. It's a little bit deeper than that. So nobody had seen this guy Basim. I called at least 7 to 8 prominent people within the conscious community. And I asked them. And nobody had ever seen this guy. Now, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Basim, you want to know? I hope you're looking. If you want to know, I'm going to tell you why I would do that. Because the moment that my brother Lord Abba took me to his channel, and we were talking about something to do with Moorish, once the conversation was over, he had asked me to stand by because he wanted to ask me something. So the conversation was over, and once you go down off a live stream, y'all might don't know, but if I go off a live stream right now, I can still talk to D Red. I can talk to D Red right now if I wanted to off of live stream. So because I can talk to D Red off a live stream, the brother, the Moorish brothers. Let me see something. Let me paste this down here real quick. The Moorish brothers all exited out the chat. Once they exit out the chat, I'm talking to the guy Basim. Now Basim start offering me, man, listen, that we can get together. I can teach you some things. I can show you some things. I can make your quality clear. Now for me, I'm like, okay, my red flag go up off the break, Basim. My red flags goes up off the break. First of all, you talking behind the petition like D-Red got right up right now. But D-Red might got that up because he at the crib, you know, he might be doing something, But once we come off of public and you talking to your brother, okay, and we talking personal, you want to talk business or whatever you want to talk about, man, take the petition down. Anyway, take the petition down. That joint look real grainy. It look real grainy. So it looks grainy to me. I'm like, hold up. Why is this looking so grainy? The lights dim. He got a hat on. Man, listen, man. I'm going to keep it 155. He got the hat on down to right here. Hold up now. I ain't no spring chicken. But I wasn't born yesterday either. Whatever that means. I don't know. That might say the same thing. Hold up, D-Red. There I come. So he got the hat pulled down. It's looking real grainy on the feed. How bright my feed is. Come on, man. You telling me all of this quality stuff about video, yet your video look horribly crappy. And I can't see who you are once you take the petition down. Hold up now. Something suspect to me. Now, if you don't like it, Basim, call it what you want. Something is suspect to me. So boom, I entertain what you saying. Few weeks later, the few coming weeks later, you hit me in my inbox over and over, making offers, making opportunities to me. Man, I'm not tripping off no bread. I'm good. You can't get me on no bread. I want to know who you are now. I want to know who you are, you know, because if you continue to keep offering me stuff, I don't want it. I don't like people keep offering me stuff. I ain't with that. You know what I mean? That's just not me. You can't be like, man, I can help you make this or that. Man, I don't know you. I don't know you. You know what I mean? So don't be offering me nothing. All them other guys might go for that. So that's why when you go to the channel, you see now that everything on that channel is being sold. $14.99 live stream, $3.99 live stream, $1.99 live stream. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't want no problems. I'm going to give y'all the next half in a minute. D-Red, you hear what I'm saying, brother? I don't know if D-Red's still there, but nevertheless, I'll carry on.
Hold on. I'm here. Hold on, man. I got to go ahead and get with you on this, man. I've been telling these boys since my boy ID been bringing this out, man. Hey, we've been talking about this. Look, hey, we was on Facebook, right? So I play a song from my people in Dallas. Somebody in here is an agent. And I posted, I say, hey, man, this dude is an agent. So, of course, his defenders come out and try to defend him. I say, look, he called ID from the United States Naval Yard. Everybody say, hey, they defend him. Well, his cell phone bounced off that tower. I said, his cell phone and the tower on the U.S. Naval Yard don't even match up. I said, that's like somebody trying to say they got a Sprint phone calling from a Verizon tower. That's not how that's not even how it worked, bro. You know what I'm saying? I said, make him prove to y'all that his cell phone bounced off that tower. He and they ask him, the Basim, defend yourself. Only thing that dude could do is start and put ha 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 ha, because he knew I caught him.
Hey,
I
bro.
caught him red-handed.
Hey,
Hey man, you an agent. You caught him from them people, man.
Look, this is my problem. When somebody go to offer me something, and I don't know you from a can of paint, as we used to say, I find it to be suspect. So now you go from a brother, y'all talk bad and don't like Sinetta. You know what I mean? And I'm not defending Sinetta by not a stretch of imagination. But you cannot show me Sinetta been doing this for a long time. But look at this screen right here. I bet you can't find this on Sinetta page. Look at this. $9.99. They selling the information now. $14.99. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get it twisted. A lot of go into this. You know what I mean? Not $4.99. Now the information becomes for sale when somebody outside of African descent get involved. What? Now, this wasn't there when the brother accosted me, or the pale Arab, or the European. I don't know what it is. I've never seen him yet, besides a grainy picture. Go ahead, D-Red, see you want to jump in.
He white dude. You know what I mean? He tried to say he an Arab Ishmaelite. I'm like, you ain't no Arab Ishmaelite, man. The Ishmaelites were black folk. The hell out of here, or what you would call black folk. You ain't no dang on Ishmaelite, man. Go on with that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, man, look, we've been riding on this for a long time. It's just glad that somebody else picked up what we were saying. Look, I gave these guys the example. I said, look at Leo Cohen. Let's use him as an example. I said Leo Cohen started out as a roadie for Run DMC. Then he became a road manager for Run DMC. Then he became the president of Def Jam. Then he became the president of Ireland Def Jam. Now he's the most powerful man in music. I said that's what happens when you start letting outsiders invade your culture and you don't keep nothing sacred.
And see, my problem is this, brother. My problem is this. I don't mind doing business with other groups of people. I do it all the time. But you're not setting the narrative with me. Meaning that you're not paying me. You're not cutting me a check. We're going to a mutual deal, and if you say for instance, I deal with properties, and a person say to me that listen here, Mr. Bate, I got this property here that I can't get rented out. What would you charge me to rent it out? And I give them a deal like that. They accept the deal. But you're not going to come to me and talk about, you're going to offer me this. I can help you do that. I can help you do this. We can make this much of money. We can make that much of money. No. Now I'm a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking it back now. So what happened was, I begin, as I said, I begin to inquire and ask who seen this guy. And everyone that I talked to that worked with this guy have not seen this guy's face. Now, Basim, you can take it how you want to take it. Nobody had seen your face. Not until 6 months ago did you appear out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. So here we go. What is the state of the conscious community? Does the conscious community even exist? I say, right, not so much online. As you've seen with the advertisement I put out, I put all these brands up there. All of these brands, in my view, have a particular ideal in which they're set to teach, you know, and I think we need to find out what ideal each one is set to teach and inform our people to be able to define what is the conscious community. I'm going to define mine right now. I am a Moorish American Muslim. I think a lot of y'all misunderstood what that is. I think y'all have allowed the Lord Merc ills that y'all seen, the brothers that talk about this traffic stuff, the brothers that talk about the UCCs, the people that talk over the top. Some of these half-dressed sisters that got the L Bays or the Bay L's on their name. Some of the brothers looking all feminine with the L Bays on their name. I think y'all got that being Moorish. Let me tell you, it's not. It's not. I'm a Moorish American Muslim. Allah, my people. in that order. And my people don't have to subscribe to the Moorish Science Temple of America or Islamism for me to know that they are my people. And anything that I put in towards any work that I put in will benefit them all. Meaning that I will not do one thing that's going to benefit the Moorish Science Temple of America. No, everything I do will benefit everybody as a whole. Though I represent, my foundation is the Moorish Science Temple of America. Brother D. Red, do the conscious community even exist as it relates to social media, brother?
I mean, in my opinion, no, because social media should be just a conduit to get whatever programs you're working on or you have in place notoriety, so you can maybe possibly spread those programs. You know, to say a brother in Baltimore got a water program that they can use in Flint. That's what you should be using social media for. So somebody in Flint can say, hey, it's this brother in Baltimore that has this program that he's using to make sure the people in Baltimore get clean water. Maybe we should talk to this brother so we can see how we can implement his program here in Flint. That's what social media is supposed to be for. Actual work, not about just as Dr. Umar Johnson would say, intellectual masturbation. It's not supposed to be for that. So, and that's what it has become, to the point where people think these people are leaders that have no program. They think people are great or somebody to be followed that don't have nothing tangible to offer the people other than charging them $35 to come hear them give a lecture. That in and of itself is not revolutionary. I mean, when people talk about they follow Marcus Garvey did more than just give speeches.
That's right, brother. That's right.
So it's like, this is what we've come to believe, that activism is giving a lecture. You know what I'm saying? And half of the stuff that they talk about ain't even factual.
But let me tell you something. That's why I actually put up a GoFundMe, and that's right, I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it right on my show. That's what my show for. I put up a GoFundMe, and I put on in the body that that when I come to do a presentation in a PowerPoint, we're gonna leave. When I leave there, we're gonna be set up to begin building. Meaning that we are going to have a blueprint. That's right, I'm passed out. I'm dropping it right on my show. You know, somebody need to hit the mute button more. I'm gonna leave with a blueprint. I'm gonna leave with a blueprint. Well, we're gonna be able to work together. So if I come to Chicago, I got a blueprint. We're gonna have meetings every week until we start building. If I come to California, we're gonna have meetings every week until the buildings start happening. I'm not coming there to do no lecture and walk away. I'm not doing that, man. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. But with that being said, who else we got in the building? I brought my young brother in here. The reason why I brought my young brother in here and I invited him into the chat, Brother Moorish Hawk, I invited him into the chat because he's a young brother's a part of Ali's Men. I interviewed the brother. I'm going to put the interview up from the Ali's Men Summit, and that brother came with some strong, powerful points from a younger brother's mind. And so I want to invite him to the chat. Tell him who you are, Moorish Hawk, where you from, and what you do, and who are you?
Islam.
Islam.
You can hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is my first time using this. I had to download the app. Moorish Hawk, Jamar, actually known as Jamar Ali L, out of New Jersey. As he said, member of Ali's Men, newest member. You know, I've been watching this conscious community for a long time, probably since about 2011.
Yes, sir.
And when I first started watching the conscious community, I started from YouTube, but it mostly used to be on Blog Talk Radio, because I used to work a lot. So I used to just listen to the Blog Talk through the headphones at work. So I wasn't on YouTube a lot. So I wasn't on Satnetta TV a lot back then. It was mostly Blog Talk. And some of the back then people used to actually teach. You didn't see a lot of YouTube fighting and stuff like that. You had Jewel Fulcrum, you had Dr. Blair, you had Phil Valentine, you had Bobby Hemmett, you had it's a lot of them. Who else? You had A.A. Rashid, you had obviously Red Pill, Blue Pill. You had, and everybody used to actually teach, and I used to actually learn, you know, and expand my learning, and you know, go do further research. You had Polite. That's back when Polite used to teach the real estate and the status correction, and he used to teach a lot of science. You had who else you had? You had you still got the older people that was there, but they're not as active as they used to be. Now you got these new school cats, and mostly YouTube videos are about other people YouTube videos, and it's not actually about learning. It's not actually about learning no more. Like Bobby Hemmett, you can listen to just one of Bobby Hemmett lectures, and you can have your whole library, because he give you so many books and so much information. You know, people like to call him pseudo and stuff like that, but at least he gave you books. I built the whole library, part of a library, just from listening to Bobby Hemmett. So now, how many videos could you watch today on YouTube or the conscious community and build a good book list? It ain't too many. All you hear is arguing and fighting, and you know, a lot of people trying to make money out of the conscious community because I guess people haven't learned to be successful in the business out in the real world with other groups of people. Because when you get out in the real world, you got to deal with other groups of people outside of the conscious community. So you got to know how to deal with some Europeans. You're gonna have to know how to deal with some Asian people. You're gonna have to learn how to deal with people outside of your box. So I think a lot of people resort to what's easier for them, and that's, you know, sucking the blood out of the people. So the conscious community right now, it's not that good. It's not good anymore.
Exactly. I'm trying to get my brother Zach. Brother, I was just trying to share the link and get my brother Zach in. Brother Zach, are you there?
Yes, sir, brother man, I'm here.
You up next. Tell the people who you are, what you're doing here. And the title of this one is, Does the Conscious Community Even Exist? The State of the Conscious Community. What do you think?
Well, absolutely. I mean, this brother Grim, you know, all my friends, you know, affectionately call me Grim, and all is well. But this is brother Zachary Grimion L. I'm just a brother and a servant. I'm gonna have to say, you know, there used to be a conscious community, but really, you know, this thing is turned into a side show, you know, a circus, if you will. You know, and it seemed like really, you know, it started with the Moors, and I guess it's go end with the Moors in some shape, form, or fashion, because you know, really all of the debauchery started with the whole let's diss the Moor thing, and then after that, and man, it sprung into a bunch of foolishness. And you know, man, in my opinion, brother, man, it's just like another thing too is like, and I'm gonna say this, like when Dr. York was on the scene, and I'm no Nuwapian or Dr. York follower, but it seems like when Dr. York was on the scene, you know, none of these people was like really like out there like that. You know, as far as my locale is concerned, I know you brothers up, you know, on the East Coast, y'all have a lot of access to a lot more information. But you know, it was just like, in my opinion, null and void when Dr. York got locked down. A bunch of sideshow clowns started popping up on the scene. Everybody have their own little micro nation now. I mean, it just goes on, and it would be one thing if it was all for the good, brother, man. But it's just like, you know, brothers really, man, trying to either get up on some money or get up on somebody's female or female, if you will. So I mean, it presents a problem. So what people would call the so-called conscious community is it turned into a clown show, and that's not even to mention the misinformation that is being put out there as truth. You know, some party will find something, a way out story. Prophet Muhammad was made by the Vatican, and everybody would run for it. You know, just the other, you know, this other clown that, excuse my language, but this other brother, he's in jail. You know, he was a 5%er before, but then when the Moors comedic thing got famous, he was a 5%er for 20, 30 something years. He just gave up on the brothers and started talking about he's the natural this of that, and so and women can have 2 organs, and they can have sex with themselves and have their own babies without the agency of a man. It was just like people, man, just started piling all kinds of just unscientific, unsound, illogical garbage to make themselves, you know, sound deep or powerful or whatever. I mean, as a matter of fact, brother, man, I was just talking to a brother, you know, a while ago about how when the MST of A stepped on the scene in New Orleans, you know, all of the and I hate this. Well, I'm not going to say this, but another particular community of Muslims that's so closely related to the MST of A, you know, they just caught feelings, you know, and because everybody feel threatened. Nobody wants to be knocked off the scene. So it became an ego thing, bro. With that, I say peace.
Islam. We got somebody on the line, and we're going to make this a fast-paced, interactive show. May I ask who's calling? How you doing? Where you from? Who are you?
Oh, yeah, go France again, brother.
Islam, my brother. Talk to me, brother. What you think about all this fiasco? Have you been following this stuff that's been going on?
I follow you every show you have, and I'm just wondering, is nigga a bad word? Because I just got kicked off on your show for using the word nigga, and I don't want to be disrespectful to nobody, but I didn't know it was a bad word.
Well, no, the thing is this. We trying to move away from using any term that's derogatory, that relates to us as a group of people. See, brother, I know we try to, you know what I mean? And with all due respect, let me just say what I'm saying, my brother, because this ain't no lashing or coming at you any kind of way. The thing is,
I just want to sit on y'all situation. I just don't want to come into y'all situation on some disrespectful stuff. I understand I can change my ways when I'm coming into somebody else's land.
Yeah, because due to the fact that we begin to see, this is my rule of thumb. Well, you know how I was talking about the right to travel, and I used the example with your child. You say, well, Keisha, today is your time to drive. Take this right to travel pass. That's irresponsible. Would you agree, brother?
I'll say everything. I just don't want to come on your show.
Listen what I'm saying. This is a teaching moment right now. The rule of thumb is that the way that you can address your little baby girl?
Well, that's suicidal. That's why I like you. That's stupid if you think you can travel. You know, we talk about the locked up for driving without license. Man, you can't just do that stuff.
Exactly. So using the N-word or quote unquote nigga, excuse my expression, would that be a proper addressing to your baby girl or to your young son?
I mean, I wouldn't use the verb either, but I respect what you're saying. I just don't want to get kicked off your show.
No. My brother gonna let you back in. Make no doubt about it. Whoever kicked you off, I'm gonna tell him let you back in.
Nothing wrong with the word nigga. Nothing wrong with it.
Listen what I'm saying.
You're saying something wrong with it.
No, listen what I'm saying. Would it be appropriate to carry a conversation with your beautiful daughter with that terminology?
No, it would.
That's the rule of thumb. That's all I'm saying, brother. That's all I'm saying. You feel me?
I thought my daughter was more because she's going to want something beautiful to the world.
What I'm saying is we need to elevate. We just need to elevate our consciousness to the level where we have discipline in certain circles that may be okay. but we on a higher vibration that may not. No, you good, my brother. I love you, brother. He just let you back in. My brother Nas has let you back in, brother. But the thing is, we need to try to elevate ourselves. We want our children to grow up in such a way that they don't refer to themselves as these derogatory terms that we have made agreeable to ourselves.
I'm not like you said that though. Yeah, that's real talk though, because I mean, nothing good is out of the nigga. We're not bad. We can come to a higher understanding of a word. I respect that 100%, bro.
Jesus said this. They always talk about Jesus, but Jesus said the children are of the kingdom of God. So I always refer to how will we do this in front of our children? How do we raise our children? If it's all right for our children, it's all right for me. If you say you're gonna talk to your child like that, then you can talk to me like that.
No, I'm not gonna talk to my child.
Peace and love, my brother. Are you okay, my brother? You all right? Peace and love. Brother Red, how you doing, my brother? Talk to me. Brother Red, you there? I guess he's not there.
I'm here. No, I'm here.
Okay, my brother. Any thoughts you want to share before I begin to pass these questions around and people call in?
Oh man, one thing I want to just add is this: you own it today, man. You own rare form, man. And I'm with you. I agree with what the brother was saying about the lack of a conscious community. I agree with him about what some of the reforms that need to be done. But I also feel like what me and you talked about before, we need to start talking about the rites of passage before somebody even have the ability to access some of these platforms, because the whole situation that's going on right now with the young Pharaoh and all that stuff is showing you that young Pharaoh should have never even been brought in front of the community, because he don't have a discipline. And when he said F the people, when they asked him what about the people that's flying from out of town, he said F the people. Had he been in the community to build a relationship with the people, it would have been no way for him to say F the people, because he would have grown to love the people, understand the people, and feel their pain and understand where they're coming from. So this whole situation that's going on right now shows even more so the need for a rites of passage.
And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. See, this is the problem when people try to deny and demonize religion because they don't understand religion. They think what the European has given them is religion. They think what the Pope demonstrates is religion. They think what Michelangelo demonstrates is religion. We've been misguided. We have been misguided, and now we misunderstand what religion is. See, when you have true religion, and I ain't talking about them dungarees, as my grandmother would call them. Eat a pay! That's my grandmother's nickname. Anyway, she would call them dungarees. So I ain't talking about that type of true religion. But when you have true religion, you have something that you can stand on. You have a moral compass. A lot of these brothers, they deny religion and they don't have a moral compass. They deny spirituality and they don't have a moral compass. And because they don't have a moral compass, they sell their mother out. And I say it again. If you don't have a moral compass, you'll sell your mother out. You can't get me to sell out nothing. I got a moral compass because I don't believe in none of this stuff. These things are illusions to me. I don't need none of that stuff for real. So anyway, I got my brother Ali that came in and came out. But let me get to this point real quick. So what went down is that they begin to have this conversation about the debate that was supposed to go on today. Now, all I did was ask the brother, young Pharaoh, I asked him, have he seen Basim's face? He tells me no. After that, the conversation just went to the left. The conversation went to the left, and when it went to the left, he went going crazy that he was going to call this person, call that one, because he ain't seen the face. He can't do no work with no pale herb. He can't do no work with no quote-unquote white man, etc., etc. That ain't none of my business. I'm just asking, have you seen the man's face? Pharaoh, you know I ain't lying. I just said, did you see the man face? Period, point blank. And then the conversation go haywire, and then my name get thrown in the conversation. I'm trying to find out who Basim is. I'm still trying to find out who Basim is. Matter of fact, I text Basim and I told him that this is the crazy thing. I am from Maryland. Basim is from Maryland. Basim come on the scene about 4 to 6 months ago. Never been to an event. Never been to any type of rally or anything. Nothing. Nobody on the internet, the World Wide Web, with all the hits that he may have got, all the hits he may have helped people to get. Nobody on the internet has seen this guy's face. If you did, call in. Call in. If you did, call in. 443-869-2517. If you've seen his face, call in. They call him a pale herb just because that's the rule of thumb, because he said that his father is of Moroccan descent and his mother of Lebanese descent. So they call him a pale herb. Nobody has seen him. Nobody. What is the purpose? What am I saying? What am I saying? Okay, we get what you're saying, Tahaka Bay. Okay, he's the pale herb. He's in the community. What am I saying? The title of this, the state of the conscious community. Are we really conscious when money becomes the ideal or the object of our desire, as opposed to waking our people up? I want to wake our people up and build something that we can have in real time. This has become the thing where Jesus talk about, all you Jesus haters. Our brother, our ancestor says, he flipped over the table of the money changers. Let me tell you something. We have to go into the mind of the people and flip the tables over in their mind, because their mind is stuck on the money. Mind on my money, money, money on my mind. As opposed to waking our people up. And people eating off the ignorance of our people. That's why somebody can say they floated up through the clouds. And when they floated in there, they can tell you the future. Yet get beat in the next breath. That's why somebody can say that man and apes, and they the same people. The same thing. And people go for it and get 30,000 hits. They cash it out. Half of these guys, and I'm telling you, and I'm telling you, I ain't saying no names, but I'm telling you, half of these guys are criminals, actively, dope fiends, actively, and just swindlers, hustlers, actively. It is what it is. And you ain't got to like it. Say what you want. You ain't got to like it. Check the character. With that being said, I think I got my brother. Who is that? My brother Ali Bey. Who that in there?
Yo, Islam, it's Ali.
I see somebody peeking. I thought that was that European that stuck up in here. I already said, D-Red, right to your right. Bam.
Yeah. You think I look European, bro? You crazy.
Yeah, hey, my brother D-Red right to the right of you. He's swinging out right, bam, it's a wrap.
Yeah, no doubt.
But that's Ali Bey. Ali Bey, how you doing, my brother?
All is well, bro. What's going on? What you talking about?
Brother, I'm talking about, does the conscious community even exist, and the state of the conscious community? What's going on with the state of the conscious community? And when I'm talking about the conscious community, I'm not talking about those who seen me last night at the event, at the polite event, because there was some brothers that I showed on camera that never ever get no camera play, that's in the streets every day in Baltimore. In the streets every day in Baltimore. And I showed them on Facebook, and I don't give them shouts out all the time because they ain't camera people. But they out there doing the work. So I'm not talking about that type of brother. I'm talking about the YouTube people that think they have a conscious community and a conscious platform.
Right.
What is the state of it?
Shambles, bro. Shambles is a house of cards, man, that done fell down. Period, point blank. It's a den of vipers. Okay, and the problem is they so mad at the so-called white man, but they powerless and can't do nothing about the white man, so they turn all of that venom on each other. That's bound to happen, bro. When you unorganized and you don't know what the hell you doing in the first damn place, the only thing you're gonna do is turn that damn venom on your own people. That's all you can do. And so that's what's going on. That's what you're seeing right now. They done turned on each other because they ain't got nothing else to do. It was inevitable. It was supposed to happen.
Brother,
I'll be surprised. Hey, bro, I'll be surprised if Amore do something right.
Brother, did you hear the video where the brother say he gonna stab somebody in their heart?
Man, dudes is talking all kinds of crazy talk right now.
I'm just saying that this is our leaders. Suppose when you say you're conscious, that means that you're a leader. But you on YouTube talking about stabbing somebody in their heart, socking them in the man, crazy. How you doing? Who I'm speaking with? Who on the line? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Oh man, I didn't know I was in the call. My bad. I was just calling in, just listening. I was on the live stream, but I'm listening, man. This theocracy occurred.
What's your name, brother?
Theocracy occurred.
What's up, brother? What you call in for? Talk to me.
I'm basically listening. I caught your post on Facebook and just said, man, at first I was looking at the live stream and then I had to break off and do something. I just called on in, but you know, I'm not a simple Moor or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I've been studying the law, or I stumbled upon community via polite. You know, I was actually like a member of New Covenant like 5 years ago.
You was that's good, brother. I need you here. What was your experience with New Covenant, brother? Because we're talking about the state of the conscious community. What was your experience?
Yeah, and why were you a member?
Y'all know I like polite. That's my brother. Do I agree with everything polite do? No. Do I agree with everything every Moor do? No. But I really would like to know, what was your experience with the New Covenant community, brother?
Well, man, everything was lovely until there, to be truthful. You know, because you know, we was rocking with New Covenant before Sinetta, and you know, that was when Polite was basically just touring the country and just, you know, with his family and just speaking, you know, making speaking engagements. And you know, Polite woke a lot of people up to, because the conscious community was basically on, you know, like metaphysical stuff until Polite came, and you know, he introduced people to like things like trust and financing statements and things of that nature, and you know, foundations, and you know, the list goes on. You know, Polite was waking people up to that. But you know, on the back end side of that, people had purchased services from Polite, and they didn't always get what they paid for. There was sometimes a drawback with New Covenant, and there was like a big open secret with everybody, and you know, that eventually was starting to come out on Sinetta's platform also. But you know, even still to this day, you know, I love Brother Polite because he served a function in waking people up into, you know, the world of economics. So,
right,
you know, yeah, you know, so that was the positive thing that the brother brought and contributed, you know. And you know, I also learned from the Moorish. I learned, you know, that basically we in Morocco, you know, and when I first heard that, I said, man, you know, somebody got to be drunk as a mug to believe that we are in Morocco.
Yeah, they still drunk, bro. They still drunk. They drunk that Kool-Aid, man. How you say it to Hawker? They drunk off that Kool-Aid.
From that Kool-Aid, that's that Jim Jones, man. That's that Jim Jones Kool-Aid, man. You know what that did?
But check this out, y'all. You know that you know when you start to discover the language of business and the language of commerce, you know, when you inside of a municipality, like I'm in the Nashville area. Now, the city of Nashville is a piece of paper that's downtown in the box somewhere. It's a charter. You know, it's a corporation. And for me to believe that I'm inside of a corporation, you know, a lot of people believe that. A lot of people believe that they're citizens of a corporation, you know, and that's fine with me, you know, and that's okay. But, you know,
Look,
becoming...
let me explain.
Hold up, Ali. Let the brother talk. Say it again, brother. Finish your thought.
As we become to understand the language of business and the language of commerce, we understand that, you know, if the city of Nashville issues me a permit to open up a hot dog stand inside of Nashville, I can open up my hot dog stand, the police come and ask me where's my permit, I can bust it out and they say, yeah, you can do business here in Nashville. Okay, now the U.S., it was founded by, these are basically people who got kicked out of debtor's prison by King George, and they came over here and founded this, and they didn't have permission to operate internationally. And they were permitted to do so by Morocco, because Morocco was a superpower back then. They was actually issued this permit through this Treaty of Peace and Friendship. You know, they were issued this permit to do business internationally, and therefore the U.S. was born. So the U.S. had this permit to operate in Morocco.
Okay, so you say, brother, so we can get to another caller. You say all that to say what, big brother?
Well, they basically, you know, I'm learning from all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning, I'm teaching my children, you know, these civic lessons, these economic lessons, the metaphysical lessons, you know, the legal lessons, not so much the legal lessons, but the lawful lessons. You know, so, you know, what's going on now, the Greek.
But check this out though, brother. In this day and time, right? All that you just said, right? Everything you just said, that Morocco gave this, and this is a corporation, and this is a hot dog stand, brother. How can we use that to better ourselves and our people right now? If I came to your city and I say, brother, how can we organize and get this straight? Every information that you said to me, how would it assist us, brother?
Because you have to understand where you at. You have to understand what you're dealing with.
Let me tell you how ignorant I was one time. Real quick, and then I'm going to give it to my brother Ali Bey. I'm going to tell you how ignorant I was one time. I had got myself in a position where I was forced to create a business. And so I went and created this business by passing out flyers. I went to a job center and I actually stole the prints that was the printer, the copy machine was supposed to be used for resumes, but I figured they wouldn't go help me for real, so I copied and pasted something off of Google, started a janitorial company. When a person called me, I went out, I took some notes, went back to the library, bow, I got the prices, sent the guy a price, and the guy accepted the price. I got the job. He gave me 3 more jobs. Next thing I know, I met somebody that introduced me to somebody else. And guess what this person told me? You can get this contract, but you need to be you need to have an EIN and you need insurance. I said, for what? That's how ignorant I was. Listen to what I'm trying to say. When you really want something to happen, you just make it happen. All of this skipping through the lilies, trying to figure this out, all this trick language, all that stuff, man, we just got to get busy and make something happen. All that stuff you saying is good, my brother. I love it. But guess what? We need to, when I come to your town, I need you to say, brother, what you need me to do? And I'm going to say, brother, go file this paperwork so we can get this piece of paper so we can operate. Let's get this paper. And I need your sister woman to cook this demonstration right here so we can get this food served. I need this one over here to go and file this. I need this one to go print out that. Can we begin to work like that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's what we need to do. That's what we need today. See, we don't need all this old talking this and what the UCC is and what the government is. That's fine and that's good for your living room. That's good for your little boys club. But today, brother, we are in a deficit as it relates to uplifting our people. We got to get busy. You follow me, King?
I follow you. I don't have a counterpoint, but the only thing I say is if you look at the entire 2016 and 2015, they use the legal system to break up our family, to lock us in cages, to maim us.
Brother, we need to stop breaking law. Let's stop breaking law. Let's try to stop it. We know some of them are falsely accused, true. But a lot of brothers are in environments and they are participating to their own demise. Let's keep it 100. Let's stop giving our brothers a pass. I was one of them guys. Stop breaking law. How about that?
Yeah,
and then they can't use the law. How about we get in position to change the law?
Hey, you know, can I add on to that real quick?
Stay right here, my brother, because I think Ali Bey was saying something to you.
Okay.
Come on, Ali Bey.
The criminal element, those people incarcerated in this country, it's a very small portion of the population. It seems like a lot because there, I mean, obviously there are a lot of our people actually being incarcerated, but at the same time, compared to the numbers of the who are actually in the population, it's a very small segment of the population that winds up in trouble in the criminal justice system. And so we got to keep that in mind, that it's not everybody who's getting caught. The most of us are not getting caught up in the criminal justice system. The large majority of us are working people who are trying to do the best that we can for ourselves and our families to make a good life, you know, for our children and grandchildren, and trying to set up things so that when we leave this planet, we'll have something to leave them with, you know, in a better position than we were in when we were their age and so forth. So the large majority of us are not getting caught up in the criminal justice system. However, to Harker's point, many of our people, brother Moorish Hawk, Islam, bro.
Islam, brother.
Oh, yeah, just speak
Islam.
I see.
Hey,
I see.
yeah, can you?
I got him.
Yes. Oh, okay. So yeah, to Harker's point, there's a lot of us who are breaking laws, violating, and let's be specific, they're violating other people's rights, because I know that's the type of terminology that Moors understand. When you say breaking laws, they don't respect the statutes or the state laws as being actual laws. So what we're going to do is get specific. We're going to talk about the fact that they're actually violating the rights of other people around them, whether that be selling drugs to people's kids, you know, whether that be breaking and entering, whether that be armed robbery, whatever the case is, murder, you know, abuse, you know, all of these different things that are taking place within our communities, and we know that these things are taking place. We can't, you know, pretend that they're not. We know what's going on in our hoods and so forth. So the fact of the matter is, there are a bunch of people, there is an element within our communities who actually deserve to be incarcerated. This is something that, you know, back when we was debating, Tahaka, on the whole the whole political aspect of the society, this is something that we was talking about then. There's a certain element within our community that deserve what they're getting. I'm not saying, but like you said, some of them are being falsely accused. But then there's some of them who actually deserve it, and we just gotta be honest with ourselves about that too.
And let's clarify.
You know, that's what. Yeah.
If you break the law, you get what you get. You know, I'm gonna have another call, my brother, but I appreciate your call. Keep saying, stay tuned, my brother, and ride out with us, brother, because we're gonna get this work done. Peace and love. So the thing is, I think to my brother Ali Bey point is, when he's saying that somebody deserve it, he's talking about if you kill somebody.
Thank you.
There's a repercussion. If you rape somebody, you gotta ass up. If you steal a penny candy, you gotta ass up. It is what it is. Brother Moorish, I'll come back down to you, my brother. How you feel about this conversation? Then I'm gonna go to D-Red and we're gonna change the tone and take the calls as they come in. I'm putting the number in right now. Moorish, you there? Or I gotta unmute you. Because you gotta mute your mic when you okay. You gotta unmute yourself. Let me see if I can unmute you. Can I unmute you? Let me see if I can unmute you. Can I unmute you? I can't unmute you.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So mute your mic when you finish, though. Okay. Because it's backfeed. All right, my brother. So talk to me, brother Moorish. What's going on with this conversation that you heard so far?
It's definitely a needed conversation because, like the brother that just called in, most of us that's in the Moorish Science Temple, a lot of us already been through all of that. Like when I first got in, I heard that information and I analyzed it and I tried to see how it can apply to better myself and my family and people around me in the community. But I couldn't find no way that this being a corporation in Morocco and all of that stuff could actually help, because when I was going through that information, I still was on a job getting peanuts. You know, still working outside in the cold, and it wasn't helping. And then I started to actually dig into Noble Drew Ali's lessons in the program and listening to people that were progressive. I gotta give Brother Polite credit, because he was one of the ones in my earliest days in the conscious community that I actually heard that was actually progressive. You know, far as like with the real estate and stuff like that. So that's what I got into. So for example, like all of that information, it's just a bunch of information. A lot of that information come from guy Jordan Maxwell. Everybody can Google him and you'll see that it's that sovereignty stuff and all that stuff about this being a corporation and England ruling here and all of that stuff. You will see that a lot of that stuff come from Jordan Maxwell. You Google it, it'll come right on up, and you'll hear everything word for word where a lot of this stuff come from. But meanwhile, we going into that information, but we're still suffering. We're still suffering because we're not dealing with information that we can actually use to put food in our babies' mouths. Like you said, like the story you gave us, that was a beautiful story about you making your own flyers, passing them out and stuff like that. That's what it's about. If you can't get a job, you can easily create a job. I learned YouTube is a whole world. You don't have to just watch conscious videos all day. I watch videos on real estate and did a real estate deal based off of videos that I watched on YouTube about real estate. YouTube is a whole world where you can learn how to do all types of things that can put money in your pocket next month. You see, but people now today, they filling their mind up with a bunch of useless information. Okay, why would I sit there and spend hours upon hours upon hours studying that stuff and it's not changing my conditions? Why? All right, if you want to study that stuff, make sure you can afford to study it, meaning make sure you got a nice bank account. Make sure your babies is fed. Make sure your wife is taken care of. Make sure your household is taken care of before you go and study all of that stuff. Because if you studying all that stuff and you ain't got 2 cents in your pocket, you hustling way backwards and you way behind the 8 ball.
Exactly. But we got a caller right here. Mute your mic real quick. Let's have a caller come in. Talk to us, family. Who are you? Where you calling from? What's going on with you?
Oh, I'm like your #1 fan. This nigga tell us again.
What's up, good brother?
You know, I keep it short because I know that you have a show to go on, and I love what y'all doing at the Moors. And you're letting a person that's on the outside in. I want to say thank you for that first. Show how real you are, that you're not scared to let somebody up in. But anyway, I'd like to say that I'm on YouTube. My own show, not nothing like yours. I teach languages, not one language, all languages. There's a certain way to teach them, like a Moor taught me. A Moor named Abdullah Nosy A. So when all people talk about, the language went from here to there to this to that, all people is wrong because they don't know how to talk another language. So all I'm saying is when people say things, they should go to one of their teachers, a more teacher. Like, I don't believe have something going on like you, sir. Like Sharif Day with his karate classes. Like you with your oh my God, that's what you got going on now and motivating people. Like Sharif Day showing little things. All y'all have certain qualities. So when anybody say they have a quality that they can't prove, go to the Moorish people. Y'all have so much stuff that y'all have that just don't come together. Y'all have all types of credentials. All.
Absolutely.
So when they talk language, now they don't have a master of language. So now y'all should be able to talk about getting this credential. Just like I shouldn't be able to, nobody should be able to talk Moorish or science TV without coming through here because you're the one who's doing it.
Right. See, the problem is this. The problem is this. A lot of people got a lot of information, but they don't know how to use it as an application. They don't know how to apply the information to feed themselves. So if they can't apply the information to feed themselves, surely they can't lead a group of people to do the same. They have a bunch of information, but they still living in poverty. I don't know one.
I would love to follow a person like you're not a follower. I'm not nowhere near no following brother, but you have certain credentials that are proving on TV right now. Or on YouTube right now. Every time my cousin do something, I'm cut off. You don't let too much drama go on. So why can't everybody respect that?
Right.
When we talk about languages, why can't everybody respect Moses Day? When we talk about law, why can't everybody respect Charles Sharif? When we talk about fighting and karate and getting self-efficiency, right? Why can't everybody talk about Sharif?
Because this is our problem. Our problem is that when we critique one another or we question one another, people take it as disrespect when that's not the case. I want to make sure you're teaching me right. So I'm going to question you.
And I can't show you nothing. There's a lot of us guys that are elevating our brains right now, and we're from the streets. And we know the difference between them faking it and somebody that's showing us and doing it. You're showing me doing it. The karate guy's showing me doing it. Tariq's showing. Moses showing. The rest of them ain't showing nothing, bro.
But guess what? Guess what, Negro Science? If you question me, I will not take it personal, King.
No, I'm saying you're doing a good job.
Yeah. But I'm just saying the problem is that if I question or charge Tariq, everybody that love him is going to take it personal as I'm attacking Taj Tariq. That's crazy.
Research what you said because we know that you're on TV doing the same thing Taj Tariq doing. There's people like you and Taj Tariq that are doing it for real. And then there's other people that go out here and let up our brain. Keep doing what you're doing because you're showing it for real. People that ain't doing it for real shouldn't be out here doing it.
You know the wild thing is that you brought up the brother Taj Tariq name, right? And much honor to the brother for the work that he's done, all the good that he's done, whatever that may be. Yeah, whatever that may be. But guess what though? Every time that we have questioned anybody on this platform, we didn't question the person, we questioned the information. And guess what? Everybody fought back. Everybody fought back except for Taj. We haven't heard him yet.
You should not be there because you're on YouTube. That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm with you, my brother. I'm just saying. I'm relating to your point that one of our major problems is that when we talk about the information, people take it personal, and we need to get out of that.
You don't talk about information. You don't talk about information. You are the information.
Bro, I'm humble. Bro. Negro science. That Negro science, people. Now you, but I'm just screaming out. That's Negro science, people.
I'm trying to say, I'm on your show debating about languages, and everybody put their 2 cents in about languages. I'm the only one on YouTube that got a language channel. Me and our brother who I've learned off of. The Master Moore language teacher. Why don't we all go to him and go to his follower, Negro teacher, and you don't go off something. You can't go off the end and talk about language. You sound foolish. That's really what I called you for. Like, You talking about building stuff, your big TV station. So I don't know all the information is correct. Every time I look it up and research, because I do have all the U.S. codes. I do have all the statute of law that he told me to get. He told me to get every code of the state. He told me to get the black law section and everything. This thing is almost correctly. Y'all are doing it. So why the people that are doing it, why don't you just say, well, they're doing it, prove them wrong, except for all people that don't have no proof talking all this stuff.
Now, my thing is, I like responsible information. I'm gonna let you go on that note so somebody else can call in, King. But I like responsible information. You know what I mean? I like information that's going to be responsible and produce something at the end of the day. Period. Point blank. If it ain't gonna be responsible, peace and love.
That's what I wanted to speak. You have a species entertainment and broadcasting with more science simple. That's real why. So can't nobody say nothing about you.
Negro son, you're gonna be my co-host. You keep playing with me, man. I'm just joking, brother. Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you for real. And I want you to put your channel in the chat, man, so I can know what it is. Write it in there.
Thanks for all y'all movies, man. Y'all said that everybody's game up. This for all y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah, man, we thank you too. You hear that, brother Ali Bey? That's what we was talking about earlier. Brother D Red, how you feel, brother? My brother D Red.
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Come on, man. I know you've been having a lot of things on your mind concerning this conscious community and how it goes left. We're going to try to let our callers get first. So give me a second, D Red. I'm going to get right back to you. Let's get the caller.
All right.
Welcome to Moorish World TV. Who I'm talking with? Hello, hello? Hello, hello, hello? All right, you got to call back. Call back. Moorish World TV, call back. Oh, here we go. Then the call back already. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see. Welcome to Moorish World TV. Who I'm talking to? Who you are? Where you from?
Islam, bro.
Who I'm speaking? Who I'm speaking with?
This is brother.
Brother, nice to hear you. Nice to hear your voice on the phone, brother. Where you calling from?
Calling from Chicago, Illinois, bro.
The Shot Town, and I don't want y'all calling it Chirac. It's the Shot.
Oh no, never that.
Now I'm just playing. How you doing, my brother? How you feel?
I'm all right, brother.
So what's going on with you, brother? Talk to me. What's going on with the conscious community?
I think the conscious community ain't causing no harm, brother.
Hey, brother, I think you hit that one on the head right there, brother. What have you been in tune to as it relates to the conscious community lately? You hear about all this fiasco and stuff been going on?
I'm gonna say since you came on the scene, you the only brother that's been fair and honest, man. Fair and honest about it, man. Cause I follow Stock Matter. I even posted the brother Q brother up there and tried to get them brothers to deal with that brother, you know. And they just now getting to him, you know. Even with the Dr. Ali Muhammad thing, with the Shambles said, I'm not feeling it, brother. You the only brother I see that is fair and honest about this Moorish science, you know. When the brothers speak, just like the All Squad, perfect example, right? And Tamo Science, the All Squad, right?
Yes, sir.
These brothers, now, I'm listening to them, watching them, and I'm good friends with Ishmael Bay on Facebook. I'm your friend too. What I'm saying is positive. They will not. It's like they literally are against the Moors in every aspect and every way.
Right.
And I'm saying, you know, by me being Moorish American, I think we do hold the keys to salvation. But these brothers keep deterring brothers and sisters from getting this knowledge. You know, if they ain't pushing this sovereignty crap, then they pushing, oh well, you know, they believe in Arabs.
Right.
If we ain't Arabs, we sovereign citizens.
Well, what's your name again, my brother?
Master Musa.
Oh, Master Musa. That's my brother. Master Musa, let me tell you this, brother. This is the problem, and this is the problem in a nutshell. And listen, I don't hold no cut card. Moors can get it too. Last night, I go to the Brother Polite joint, his presentation. I was telling Ali Bey about this earlier. I reached out to some brothers. Shout out to my brother Versa V. I couldn't touch base with him because I know he'd have been riding out with me. But I go there, and guess who's the only Moorish American there out of 300 some people? Me. That's it. So listen. People say, well, I don't believe that pseudo stuff, polite talking. I don't like Sarah Susan said. I don't like this. Well, let's get in the building then. We need to be in these places. We need to show the power of our prophet Noble Drew Ali. We need to stand side by side so people can have a choice. We're not giving people a choice.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We're not giving people a choice. So when I walk in a building, you know what I get? I get Islam to Aqabay, Islam to Aqabay, and these are not even Moors. That's respect.
Yeah, I seen the interview you did with the brother for like 1 and 2, you know.
Brother, that's respect.
With the questions, with the facts, you know.
Hey, bro, and the thing is, when they have events in your town, when they have events wherever you are, you need to attend them, either put your fez on, wear your button, identify yourself so people can understand that there's something to compare the information that they're given to. Because most people that's disseminating information, they don't have no end plan. Prophet Noble Drew Ali has an end plan. Prophet Noble Drew Ali has an end plan. You know what I'm saying? The end plan is nationhood.
Yes, sir. We want it.
You feel me?
The Prophet told us everything it takes to save the nation. That's why the Prophet told us, if I can get you to think, you would save yourselves.
But brother, why is it, and I'm going to say this before I let you go, why is it that Moors always talking about what other people are doing, but when it's time to show up and show out, ain't no Moors there?
I call it the Jesse Jackson syndrome.
They don't show up and show out.
They got the Jesse Jackson syndrome.
But guess what? They tell you all day that they've been visited by a prophet of God, but they don't go to represent their prophet of God.
You definitely right, brother.
Yeah, they hold the prophet Noble Drew Ali just as I do. I hold him on the equal footing as Prophet Muhammad. I hold him on the equal footing as Jesus, on the equal footing as Buddha, on the equal footing as Moses. And everywhere I go, I'm going to go represent him. The purpose of the Moorish Temple of America is to uplift fallen humanity. We need to hit them highways and byways. Let the people know that we here, and we here to stay with a balanced Moorish sign. Not no pseudo crazy, wicked, crazy nonsense Moorish signs.
Yes, sir, brother.
Yes.
I'm with you 100%, brother.
Brother, I appreciate your call, my brother. I'm going to get back to who I was talking to. And, brother, I definitely appreciate you. Stay with me, brother, and we're going to take this thing to the next level. Make sure you tell people that I got a GoFundMe. Moorish World TV is trying to go on tour so we can begin to connect the links to the chain so we can start building from city to city. Brilliant, point blank. I don't need your money, but I do need the help to get me from city to city so we can start to build. But if I was to stay in Baltimore, I'm good to go.
Yes, sir.
But if anybody can help with the GoFundMe, go check it out, man. Help me out. You'll see the link on Facebook. I want to come to your city and talk this more signs and begin to put the footwork in so we can begin to build. Period, point blank.
Yes, sir. Islam is, brother.
Islam, brother. So I was getting to my brother D-Red. Brother D-Red, come on in, brother. You had time to put it together. Work it out for me. Talk to me about this situation.
Man, like I keep stressing to him, to Harker, straight up, we got to get us a rites of passage.
Absolutely.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Because see, when we institute that, then we eliminate the young pseudos and all them type of people from coming with the same stuff that you guys are talking about with the whole sovereign citizen junk, with the misrepresenting Moors, fake Hebrews misrepresenting the Most High. You got fake Comedics misrepresenting that movement. The works in the community will get rid of the useless information because you'll see what the people need. and that will become your most important talking point, not saying a bunch of rhetoric just for your glory or for your claim to fame and all of that stuff. So that's where the works of the community eliminates all of that extracurricular activities that a lot of these cats are participating in. And without that, this is what we get. We get a young pharaoh talking about aliens presenting photoshopped information. That's what you get because he don't care. And like I said before, when they asked him, "What about the people that's flying in?" F the people. So you get that type of mentality when you are not rooted in your movement or your works coming from up out of the people.
Right.
So that's what we need to start. We need to start there. You know what I mean? And then we need to learn how to, if we're going to debate doctrine or whatever we're going to do, or have a discussion about doctrine, we need to understand and study proper debate formats
Absolutely.
and take everything from there. Because because right now, I mean, like the brother said about Jordan Maxwell. Well, shoot, if you look at young Pharaoh, all this information comes from David Icke, Jordan Maxwell, uh, Zachariah Stitchens, Eric Von Daniken, Dr. York, Bobby Hemmett, and Phil Valentine. You mix all them people together, put them in a blender, and you come up with young Pharaoh. And so, but where is the scholarly process in which he comes to understand what information is real and what information is not? You see what I'm saying? He don't have it. So those are the things that I think we need to start developing. We need to start with the rites of passage so we can raise all of the leaders that comes on platforms like yourself, platforms like the Sidnettas, platforms like the In the Blacks, the whoever, Israel Doctrines or whatever, whoever has a platform before they get the grace you guys' platform or the TMHC TVs, before they grace these platforms, they have to be able to show a body of work first. And I don't care. I don't care if you read a million books. That don't mean nothing because we want the people, the leadership to come from the people, be a member, relate to the people, have love for the people, not people that want to feed off the people. Because what's happening is we're going from preacher pimps to hotep hustlers, and we're carrying that same hero worship that people had in the church into the so-called conscious community, to where people can do no wrong, and that is becoming a stain on the community. And uh, I mean, it's people that look. I mean, I had an Asian guy that I know that said, and I use this quote all the time. He said, "You'll never hear Asians debating Confucianism, Buddhism, Shintoism, Taoism, Christianity, Islam." He said, "We got all of those in our community, but the only thing that matters to us is that we're Asian."
That's right.
So we don't grasp that concept because,
No, you good,
and
brother.
that's our main issue. We don't grasp that concept because again, they're rooted in what you say, bro?
No, you good. You good. Go ahead. You still there?
No. So what I was saying is we got to start raising our leadership from amongst. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, we got to start raising our leadership up from amongst the people, and that's the main and number one ingredient that we got to start doing. Leadership comes from the people.
What I think.
From the people.
Let me ask you a question, brother. What is your foundation of spiritual growth? Where you stand at? Hebrew. I know you Hebrew. Are you with an organization?
Yeah.
What organization?
Yeah. I'm not a part of an organization. I actually learned about my Hebrew. I actually was practicing comedic science for a long time.
Well, you
And
know what I need you to do, brother? I need you
huh?
to have ambitions to create an organization, because
Mm,
through organization we are able to implement more power in numbers. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I hear you. But see, the organization I'm working with is Black Wall Street USA, and when
Okay, cool. There we go.
they made me executive director of Texas. because of the works in the community, not because of my lectures, not because of how many books I've read, not because of, but because of what I was doing in the community. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what the same way they looked me up and found out what I was doing. That's how we got to choose who we're going to raise up and put as a face, or I ain't gonna say the face, but a face of the so-called conscious community. We got to look at what are they doing in the community. Okay, well, he got 2 or 3 programs. I don't care if he's just a referee of little league in the community, but as long as he's active in the community, doing something for the community and providing some kind of service and some kind of leadership for the community, then we can look at you and say, okay, you know, we can work with this guy. You see what I'm saying? Okay, we can put this guy on the platform. But what's happening is anybody can come out of the blue. Anybody, a Basim, anybody can come out of the blue. A young Pharaoh, anybody come out the blue, and all of a sudden now they're a stalwart star, and they think they're somebody when they don't care about the people that's listening to them.
Well, when you got a lot of people that come out of the blue and they begin to talk knowledge, a lot of them people are basically banking on the fact that our people love to be entertained. Our people love drama. Our people love to be entertained, and we love confusion. Man, our prophet teaches us that sometimes we fly from peace to confusion. In other words, we fly from it. I mean, like zoom. We at peace, and we looking for something to get into. But remember when the fighting World Star will come on? Man, people will go from one thing, and World Star will blow up. And that's how our people are, man. This is how we have been manipulated, man. And our prophet Noble Ali teaches that this is we are living within the institution of slavery, but we suffer from the principles of slavery. And the principles of slavery, it don't matter what you subscribe to. It don't matter if you say you're a Moor, if you say you're a Hebrew, if you say you quote unquote black power. It don't matter. The principles of slavery, one thing is me, me, me. Another thing is I better get all I can. I better get all I can now, because ain't no telling if you're going to take me to another plantation tomorrow. I better get all I can now, because ain't no telling if you may try to hang me. So even though I can't take it with me, I better get all I can now. You know, I got to throw you under the bus to save my skin. See, these are the principles of slavery. You know what I mean? We suffer from these principles. And once we begin to understand what these principles are, we can begin to deactivate the psychosis or the hypnosis. But we don't understand the principles. The principles of slavery make you say, man, I don't care what he looked like. He can make me $400. I don't care where he's from. He can make me $300. See, that's the principles of slavery. I talked to a brother on the phone the other day. He probably watching, and he said, and I said to him, I said, the people that we call the so-called Jew, they will never, ever buy a service that they don't have to from another group of people. And the brother said, well, if the quality of service is better, he will buy it from somebody else. I said, no, he won't. He will buy it from another Jew that has the better quality before he go outside himself. But not
But
us.
they need to they need to listen to what Dr. Claude Anderson when he gave the example of the Asians. You know what I mean? And he said, brother offered told the Asian he can give him a better deal, 20% better than what he's getting. The Asian told him, no, he ain't gonna do that. The only people that do that is us. See, again, we have not grasped the concept that, as my granddad, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna try to figure out a way to say this without the profanity, but my granddad did say that friendly SHIT would get you FUCKED off. That friendly, being friendly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? All these other groups, they ain't like that. You see what I'm saying? It's them first. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I even went so far to read a quote from the dude that's a friend of mine gave me that he said he said it came from the dude that founded the P.F. Chang restaurant, and the dude was saying that basically that the black man spent so much time trying to sniff behind the white man's butt that we ain't doing what we need to do. You know what I mean? But again, that's when you got brothers that say, yo, boy, they'll be like, I'd rather live around white folks. I'm like, because I don't see this and I don't see that. I'm like, bro, that's because they do it in the house. So you might not see it in the community, but I would rather stay in the community. I stay in the community. So, I mean, I don't see none of that. I'm in the community right now. It's quiet. Ain't nobody out here doing nothing. So
Yeah.
so the whole thing about it is, but if you in the community, you clean up. The dude whose house I'm hanging out at with my homeboy Antoine, what does he do? He cleaned up his block. So you don't see nobody out here doing it on his block. So if you really who you say you are, and this is what I challenge all these dudes that claim that they streets. I'm a Crip superior. I'm this and I'm that. If you was who you said you was, you could clean up your block, and you don't have to leave. But that lets me know you not who you say you are. See, real street dudes from the streets, we know we ain't gotta leave our community to make sure my kids safe because I can make sure my kids are safe. I don't need to leave. So when people talk a whole bunch of stuff, but us people that's really from the street, really from the hood, really did the type of dirt that some of these people say that they done. The minute they open their mouth, I can tell that you faking because I don't have to leave my block to be safe. I don't have to leave my block for my kids to be safe. I can make my block safe. My homeboy Antoine, he made his block safe.
Right. Right.
So I mean, so we gotta stop thinking that the only way my grandma used to say that we done bought into the idea that the white man's water's colder. So we done bought into the idea that the only time where we gonna achieve safety or a better education or whatever excuse people have they make to leave the hood, because them same white folks that you run into are running to the exact same neighborhood you left because they see the beauty in your neighborhood. That's what the whole gentrification process is about. They see the beauty in the same neighborhood that you leaving.
That's
See,
right.
white folks will come to your neighborhood and they'll clean it up. But Negroes, not no conscious brother, not no real conscious activist brother. That's why I say consciousness is what you do. It's not what you say. So a real conscious activist brother, you know what I'm saying, is gonna see what he's gonna see the beauty in his neighborhood and gonna work to clean it up the same way the white folks do.
You
But
know,
an unconscious brother is gonna leave his neighborhood because he don't have the testicular fortitude to stay in his hood and build. Period.
well, brother, this is what we have to do. We got about 10 minutes left, my brother. What we have to do is begin to create a end game resolution in our communities. We need to create end game, brother. End game mean this. I come to your city. I come with you with a blueprint. I say, bro, this is how we're going to do it. Before I came to your city, I was on the plane and I did a quick research before I came here. I know where the house is at because I deal with this stuff in Baltimore. I know where the house is at where we can go in dirt cheap. We can go in dirt cheap and we can begin to build our quote unquote Black Wall Street right where you're at and have the whole block. And this is the prime real estate to start it at. This is what we'll do. This is the 6-month plan. This is the year plan. This is the 2-year plan. Let's get it started. So after I do my lecture, after I do my PowerPoint to enlighten people about universal understanding on how to advance in life according to the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali that are universal, and you subscribe to Hebrew to the Hebrew information and ideal, I'm going to show you how that relates to Moorish sign, how that makes us the same people without a doubt or contradiction. But after all that is done, before I leave there, we're going to have a liaison that's going to be handling the business of trying to put this thing in motion. So around the country, we can begin to build, and within 5 years, we should have our little cutout piece of the pie, so to say, as Chinatown has theirs, as Little Italy have theirs, as Little Korea have theirs, and all these people that have theirs. We need theirs. Hold on one second. We need theirs. You know, I want to do in Baltimore a Moorish village. In Chicago, there should be a Moorish village. Man, these primary Moorish places. But if you in Houston and you want a Black Wall Street, Man, get the Black Wall Street. It's the same thing as the Moorish village. I come spend my money with my people. It's just called the New Black Wall Street or Lower Israel. Something. I have something I can come spend my money with my people instead of keep on talking on some YouTube. How you doing? Who I'm speaking with?
Oh, this is a conscious community. I'm just recalling. I was gonna say something for 30 seconds.
Come on, brother.
Just on this Negro science again. I just want to say I feel in the conscious community. I was around and I was a follower. Like I said, I was a follower. I used to be black, and I heard all the conscious people that Israelites, black this and that, all these other groups, all of them. I haven't heard them all. I'll be sitting in the truck and I'll just be studying them. That's all we do. But anyway, at the beginning, y'all was at the last run. Y'all had a couple little spits and spats here, but now look at them. Everybody falling and y'all here.
Hey,
and it's a snowball effect. Y'all started small, now y'all rolling and rolling and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And everybody be talking about more. Some of them don't like it, but some of them do. But still, y'all the ones that's standing. That's all I gotta say. Y'all the last one standing for real.
Hey, brother Negro Science, let me tell you something. All praise be to the great God of the universe, brother. Everywhere I go, I get the utmost respect. Everywhere I go.
I wouldn't just say that just to get you. You know what I'm saying? We just don't do that.
No, you my brother. I don't look at it like that. I'm saying every city I go, I get the utmost respect. And that's not because everybody agree with me. Brother D-Red on the line right now. We may disagree on some things, but me and him come together because we think alike as it relates to the elevation and the rehabilitation of our people. We need to be rehabilitated.
Oh, yes, we do.
We need to be elevated.
And I didn't mean to keep bugging your time. Just y'all don't have one standing there. Y'all hold it to the fire.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Moorish, are you there? Let's get some last words in, and then we getting up out of here. Any last words, brother Moorish? We've been here almost 2 hours, and I think we touched on it. But the end result is that the conscious community is in a bad state. The conscious community is high. The conscious community broke off that Kool-Aid. Talk to me.
I'm gonna say, you got a mind, you got to use it, like Eazy-E said, because it's a new form of pimping out here. You gotta be careful. You know, you can't just follow everything that sounds entertaining, following personalities and being drunk off of people's charisma. You gotta analyze the information, and if it's not something that can help improve your conditions, then you gotta get rid of it for now. If you want to go back to it later, then you go back to it later. But if it's not improving your conditions currently, and if it's not improving the relationships that you're having with people, your significant other, your children, your friends, your family, and improving your overall conditions and mental state, then you need to throw it away. You need to throw it away. So with that, I say peace.
Peace. What's up, D-Red? Any closing remarks, brother?
Man, all they got to do is say, man, just shoot. I'm gonna keep having on the whole rites of passage thing, man. We gotta create one so we don't have no more of these little fiascos, and we can put the right people in place white people in place so they can be the face of whatever movement we trying to establish. So that's pretty much it.
What's your page, brother? More shot your page too, brother.
Which page? I'm on
Facebook page, brother. You be teaching, brother. Stop that. Stop that, brother.
I like to let the people find me, but I'm on YouTube as Moorish Hop. You can check that out. I'm on Facebook as Moorish Hop. I'm everywhere as Moorish Hop.
All right, brother. Sometimes you just gotta find the people. And on this show, you gotta let the people find you, but I'm gonna help you find the people too. YouTube, right. Moorish Hop. Look them up. We got some serious demonstrations on there. Real talk. Right. And I ain't gonna co-sign something just because I like somebody. That ain't what I do. Brother D-Red, what's your YouTube, brother?
Just D-Red, the Blue Collar Scholar, and TMHC TV. And
D-Red, Blue Collar Scholar. Check him out. With that, family, let me show y'all something real quick. Real quick. All right. So we're gonna be out here in a second. But I want to show y'all that we are going to have my brother coming on Wednesday. Tuesday. I'm sorry. Don't go nowhere, family. Don't go nowhere yet. Don't go nowhere yet. On Tuesday, we're going to have my brother. I'm trying to get the brother.
It's not Moorish.
Y'all see this? That's brother Hopkins Bey. That's brother Azim Hopkins Bey. He will be here on Tuesday. Tuesday at 8 p.m. This brother, oh man, y'all got to be here.
Before, and I want us to keep this in the forefront.
Y'all got to be here. This is straight Moorish science here.
This unity is a legacy of not honoring the creative principles of our forefathers. It's not Moors. As we all well know, the Moors ruled the Iberian Peninsula for over 700 years. It was the Moors who brought Europe out of the Dark Ages. It was the Moors who brought civilization to the West. It's not Moors. So we need to think about, if we did all of these great things, what happened? But what happened was, we started a lot of infighting. Yep. We broke up the Iberian Peninsula into kingdoms. Everyone said, I'm the Sultan of Cordoba. I'm the Sultan of Seville. I'm the Sultan of Valencia. Instead of uniting our resources, we were fighting each other. And while we were busy fighting each other, demonstrating division, the European was coming together. So about 1474, Isabel and Ferdinand was uniting the houses.
Family, y'all got to be here. Y'all got to be here on Tuesday. On Tuesday, our brother Azim Hopkins Bey will be here on Tuesday, 8 o'clock. All right, 8 o'clock. Then on Wednesday, I have an international attorney that works for the UN, brother Dr. Ansari. He's an international human rights attorney. International human rights attorney. We're going to talk about real nation building. We're going to talk about nation building like people that have built nations in the last 10 years. Legitimate nations. We're going to talk about that in real time. We're not talking about UCCs. We're not talking about shuffling paperwork. We're talking about how you legally become a nation and recognized by all groups of people and all nations around the world. This ain't that old black science talk. This ain't that old black power talk. This is that talk that people that were suffering in Russia, and they left and they built the nation. In the Soviet Union, they were suffering under the oppression and they built the nation. The Israel nation, where they took the land from the Palestinians and built a nation. With the help of other people, sure, okay. But there's a process on how that works. And we're going to talk about it. And I invite you to be here. We're going to be here. Tomorrow, I may come on live for a little bit of talk if something comes up. But for now, it's Tuesday, Azim Hopkins Bey, and Wednesday, Dr. Ansari. We'll be getting busy. And with that, I said peace and love, family. We up out. Let me give y'all this one. Y'all want this one now. Sit up. Sit up. Hey, spit them balls, huh? Hold on. More shot. Spit them balls. Come on, man.
That's all you.
I'm gonna spit them bars, y'all. I'm gonna spit them bars, y'all. Got your hot boy spit them bars. Just like that, I'm gonna spit them bars. That's how we go to the start. How we go to the start. I'm ready to write the chat. Listen to my people's song. Noel, Philadelphia. From Isaiah Hopkins Bay Temple.
Wisdom is the consciousness of the heart that man and God are one. That's how it ought to be. That's what we're taught. That's how it ought to be. The truth don't change. And Lord is a part of me. But wisdom is the consciousness of the heart that man and God are one. That's how it ought to be. That's what we're taught. That's how it ought to be. The truth don't change. And Lord is a part of me. But wisdom is the consciousness of being conscious that you're conscious of being conscious that you're conscious, cause you can go back to sleep or return to the state where the prophet found you. Wisdom is the consciousness of being conscious that you are unconscious, dripping in the cares of the world that almost drown you. And now the rock of your salvation is only a step away from everything you used to do and everything you used to say and all those awful things you kept around you. If I can get you to think, I can get you to free yourself. You're Moorish American, be yourself. Our prophet, noble to Ali, that's what he taught. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, cause wisdom is the consciousness of the heart that man and God are one. That's how it ought to be. That's what we're taught. That's how it ought to be. Cause truth don't change. And love is a part of me. But wisdom is the consciousness of the heart that man and God are one. That's how it ought to be. That's what we're taught. That's how it ought to be. Cause truth don't change. And love is a part of me. But wisdom is the consciousness.
It is the knowledge of the lower self, the sensing of powers of man and self. Okay, now let's break down the wisdom. It is the consciousness that man is all. That alignment man are one, the north is north. And power is but illusion. Heaven and earth and hell are not around, above, below, but within. Which in the light of all becomes naught, and Allah is all mercy, all power, all wisdom, all knowledge, all truth. We got proof. Faith is surety that man will become deity. The ladder of salvation reaches from the heart of man to the heart of the Creator. 3 steps to make you greater. Believe, faith, fruition. That's the current mission. See it all through and become one with the truth.
Wisdom is the consciousness of the heart that man and God are one. That's how it ought to be. That's what we're taught. That's how it ought to be. Cause truth don't change. And love is a part of me. But wisdom is the consciousness of the heart that man and God are one. That's how it ought to be. That's what we're taught. That's how it ought to be. Cause truth don't change. And love is a part of me. But wisdom is the consciousness.
That's Philadelphia finest. Philadelphia's finest. No alley for this nigga, my big brother. Peace and love. See y'all on Tuesday. Isaiah Hopkins Bay.